Welcome back, friends. So as you guys know, since we started building out Benson, we've had a huge issue with the bed.
Bed was going to be an issue.
The bed situation is dealing with the bed.
You did what?
I got the bed all wet. I wet the bed.
We're gonna have to go back again to figure out round 3, 4, 5, whatever number we're on now with this bed modification.
This is our third iteration of this bed, and both the iterations before this worked, but we weren't in love with them for various reasons, and that's what this video is all about, and give you guys some kind of idea through past video why we're switching things up and why we needed this new improvement. But as you can kind of see behind me, we have our 80/20 set up, the bed frame is in place. You will catch that next video.
Because we did not like the situation that we created.
So I can tell you this much, if we ever became full-time van lifers, lived out of this thing every day of the year, it has to be simple, because we would be those people that would leave the bed down all the time. Your van tilts in at the top, so your walls are angled. So we have to take that into consideration when we're folding this thing out, and that's been the cumbersome part. So as of this moment, this is how it works.
Let us show you.
We're leaving it good because it's heavy.
Fold it back.
Back down?
Yeah.
Okay.
So this was actually great. The platform itself worked well. I noticed my big butt on the front, the bed tended to do this because the only thing holding it was cushions. So I tried to stay back here on the solid part. Nicole didn't have that problem.
I didn't have that issue. Again, the cushions on the seating worked perfectly, but we really didn't get to use the seating at all, honestly.
This wasn't a trip for that.
Yeah, and it was mostly just because putting the bed up and bringing it down was such a pain in the butt. This is way heavier than I anticipated it to be and much more cumbersome than I anticipated it to be.
Alright, we're redoing the bed. We're going to use some of the old disassembled bed in order to make the new. But to give you a little hint, that's the old one. That's the old one too. Oh, there it is. And this is what we're looking to make. Here we go. You can find slatted beds anywhere, not just in van builds. And the concept comes down to trying to save space and weight, which I think both are very important when it comes to your van build. If you're watching this video because you're still trying to figure out what kind of bed you're gonna have in your build, the slatted bed is a great platform. Very versatile. Just so happens that it's not gonna really work out for us in this one.
I got the bed all wet. I wet the bed.
It's not a problem for me because I sleep on the far side.
So this has been the worst part of our van, I think, besides the shower, is dealing with the bed. So I cut up the bed more so that we could tri-fold it. However, as much as a good idea I thought it was, a really big pain in my butt. Now this is the downside because I have to flip it up under the mattress. Now what we did find out is that we had a much more stable sleep by flipping over our cushions. So the cushions have a wooden bottom, and when they weren't flipped over, they were a little bit more cushy. So any movement that I made would kind of push into this. And so that's how we maneuvered this, but that meant that we didn't get to put the bed up very often. So Brad was complaining because he couldn't see out the back windows when the bed was up. So he always wanted the bed down, which I didn't like because I wanted to have the ability to come back and sit down here for whatever reason that I would need to, because we don't have a table yet, but that is the plan.
Cool, so let's do some measurements, and then that way we can get everything ordered. Hopefully there's nothing I mess up on this 80-20 order. So, can you please verify for me on camera how far over the sinks are we gonna go? Let me shut this.
I think 60 is
60 inches.
60 inches.
6-inch ribbon girls, honey.
That's impossible.
6 inches.
I mean, I think 60 is good. That puts us a little bit over the sink, but not like crazy far over the sink.
By the way, I'm 72 inches tall. 60 inches, that leaves 12 inches hanging off the bed somewhere.
We are going to adjust the way that we sleep, because currently the way that we sleep in the van is this way, and both Brad and I have had issues, and I am not 6 feet tall, but both of us have had issues with sticking our feet in the blinds, sticking our heads in the blinds, the pillows crushing them. We believe that sleeping lengthwise of the van will provide us a little bit extra room.
Yeah. And maybe Daisy can get up in there with us every once in a while.
Maybe. We'll see about that.
But not only that, with the 80-20 process, we'll be able to strengthen the bed looks like all the way across, and you know, hopefully, like the last time I jumped up on the bed, it went whack. So it was a little scary. Nothing really broke, but it was like, oh crap.
Just noises we didn't want to hear.
Alright, so based off the measurements that Nicole and I just took, I've got to draw out and kind of sketch what we think the 80-20 frame is going to look like, what it's supposed to do. All that's left is to go online, 8020.net, and get that order placed. If you've never used 8020's website, I did a full tutorial. Check this video out. Guys, we really appreciate you coming along and watching these videos. If you got anything out of it, make sure you give us that thumbs up. And if you haven't already, please subscribe. And guys, don't forget to come back next week and check out the video of our finished bed made out of 80-20. Thanks so much. We'll see you on the next one.